back to the In the Lab podcast. We got another episode, actually our second to last episode of the series. Kind of sad, but
crazy.
It's been a fun ride. It's been great. We've got one more episode after this one, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very big episode. We're going to be having
episode yet.
A Hall of Fame baseball player joining us. We're going to have the one and only Jeff Bagwell on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
we are.
We're going to have a conversation with him. Stay tuned. Me and Ethan are going to chop it up for a couple of minutes with him. But yeah, as for this episode, we've got our usual game at the start. We're going to be talking about the Masters that just wrapped up. We've got the NBA play-in that started yesterday and preview for the playoffs. The WNBA just had their draft with Paige Bueckers going number 1. And then we're going to finish it off with a draft of scary animals. So, yeah, let's just dive right on into it. We got a little game. It's going to be different. Yeah, definitely going to be a good episode. How are you feeling?
Good. Feeling great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right on. But yeah, so we're gonna do a game. It's basically like Guess Who, the like little board games we're playing. It's called Who Am I? Me and Ethan have both picked a character. We don't know who each other's character is, but we've got a amount of questions. Whoever guesses it first. And yeah, so do you want to ask your first question? Or you want me to start?
Let's do heads or tails.
Heads or tails to start.
Heads or tails always works. We can start and finish with heads and tails.
Always got to do a 50-50.
Of course. Come on now. All right, what you picking?
Tails.
Tails. It is heads.
Heads, right on.
So I'll ask first. Is your character a live action character?
No, it's not a live action character.
Not live action.
I'm going to ask, is your character fictional?
Yes.
Fictional character. Right on.
Is your character fictional?
Yes. Is your character male?
Yes.
Cool.
I was just about to ask you, I'll change it up. Is your character female?
Just going to flip the question.
Might as well.
No, they're not female. Is your character, so they're fictional, are they animated?
Yes, they're
Animated
animated.
character. Okay.
Is your character a human?
Yes, my character's human. That makes me want to ask if yours is. Is your character not human?
My character is a human.
Okay. Just had to ask.
Okay, human male. Is your character in a TV show?
Yes. Is your character from a movie?
No.
No. Okay.
Is your character an adult?
No. That was a good question.
I know who it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Just off that, already going to be firing. Dang, I feel like now I got to make up some ground. Is your character, so they're fictional, they're human, they're animated. Is your character like the main character in their, whatever they're in? Because I guess they're not in a movie, so.
I would say no.
No, not the main character. Okay.
Is your character Disney affiliated?
No.
Okay.
No, not Disney.
Okay.
Is your character from a TV show?
Yes.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
Yeah, no, of course. Got to get that out of the way. Good idea. Is your character special? like
what are you asking me?
Does your character have special abilities or powers?
Okay. They don't have powers, but they're special in their own right.
Okay.
But no, there's nothing like
they're special ?
That's a weird question.
My fault.
No, you're good. I don't want to answer it with giving it away.
No, you're good.
But I'd say that they're special.
Okay.
Is your character oh, so they're in a TV show. Is your character Disney related?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
It's not
I don't
Disney.
think so. No.
Okay.
Is your character a genius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang it. No, I've got to get there. Do I just shoot now? But I have nothing to go off of. Oh my gosh. Is your character like part of a team?
No.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Is your character Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, it's Jimmy Neutron.
Yes. All right, you got a rebuttal.
I got a chance to rebuttal.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what do I know? I know that they're human. I know that they're from a TV show, animated, not Disney. So if it's not Disney, there's Cartoon Network, there's Nickelodeon. What's a show that Ethan would gravitate towards? Man.
I'll let you ask 2 more questions and then
Well,
guess.
that's
Well, I win.
not if I
Unless-
rebuttal. If
Okay,
I
okay,
get it
okay,
on the
okay.
rebuttal,
Fair
then
enough,
we
fair enough,
keep
fair enough,
going.
fair
We
enough.
gotta
Oh,
call
that's a
an
good
audible.
point. That's a good point.
Is your all right? I'm gonna shoot an answer out.
All right, let's hear it.
It's definitely not right. Is your character Shaggy?
My character, that's not a
Scooby-Doo.
bad guess,
I had
but my
nothing.
character is not Shaggy.
Yeah,
And
I guess he's part of a team
Yeah,
too.
for
That's what I
sure.
guessed. Who's your character?
my character is Stewie Griffin.
Stewie Griffin.
Stewie
Dang.
Griffin. So we had similar vibes to our
Yeah, we both went for smart kids.
yeah, smart
That's
cartoon
crazy.
kids. Yeah, I wondered if you were a Phineas for a little bit, but then the not
Mhm.
Disney helped me with that. So
Yeah, for sure. Dang, Stewie Griffin. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
thank you. Well, I take it down.
Do what?
I take it down. I win the game.
Yeah, you got this one. Won the game. Our first like me versus you game.
Yeah.
So that was all right. Anyways, we're gonna move on now.
Okay.
But we were gonna briefly bring up the Masters that just ended.
Yes. Yeah.
Big tournament. What were the results? What happened?
Yeah. So the Masters is always a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's always around my birthday too, which is fun.
Yeah.
But Rory McIlroy beat Justin Rose in a 1-hole playoff, so Rory McIlroy won the Masters.
Mhm.
He didn't want to. I mean, like he did, obviously, but he tried very hard to not win it. Like he
Really?
bogeyed a bunch of holes, and the 18th hole, all he had to do was get a par, and he wins. He is 4
Mhm.
feet from the hole, has to just make a putt, and he's a Masters champion, and he misses it.
Wow. And that's
And
what sent it to the playoff.
That's what sent it to the playoff.
Dang.
And then he basically had the exact same shot to win it again, and he sank it.
That's
to win the
crazy.
thing. Yeah, but I like Rory a lot. I think I don't know him obviously, but he seems
Mhm.
like a really good guy. He seems like he's a fun player to watch. And yeah, he said actually to his daughter afterwards, to Poppy, his daughter's name is Poppy, he says, never give up on your dreams, never ever give up on your dreams.
Oh.
And so yeah, I thought it was just a cool thing, because this won him the Grand Slam.
Mhm.
Which, do you know what that means?
Nope.
It's like so there's 4 major tournaments in golf, and this was his
Okay.
4th, so we got a career Grand Slam.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's a really
That's
big deal.
crazy.
Only I think he's the 6th ever to do
Dang.
it, which is a really big deal. And he had been fighting for the Masters for a while, so it was really awesome to see him get it. Like he just broke down into tears after
Yeah.
winning it. And
Oh man.
it was awesome. It was
I
really,
bet emotional. How long does the Masters like span for? Like how many
I think
days
it's
does
4
it take?
days.
4 days?
Yeah, I think it's 4 days.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I'm not super knowledgeable about golf,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's definitely exciting to be like top 6 to ever do something
yeah,
in anything.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, there definitely had to have been a lot of emotions after a win like that.
and it's the Masters. Like the Masters is the biggest golf tournament in the world.
Yeah.
so,
And getting to share that with your kid, that's really cool.
absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, I was in class the other day and I didn't realize that like somebody called it overtime in
Oh, yeah.
golf, and
That's
our
funny.
professor was so quick to correct them, saying it's called a playoff. That whenever you go to whatever it is, like extra,
Extra, yeah,
Yeah.
playoffs. I mean,
it's
yeah,
called a playoff,
yeah,
and he had to make sure that that was known.
yeah.
But
That's funny.
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool. It was a great Masters too. Like just overall,
Mhm.
it was a great tournament to watch.
That's good. This is always just like a great time of the year for sports
Man,
fans.
absolutely.
know, you
March
got
and April, yeah,
March Madness just ended. The Masters. You've got the NHL playoffs, so the Stanley Cup coming up, and then you've
Yeah.
got NBA playoffs. The play-in already started.
NFL draft is coming up.
Yeah.
Baseball starts. Yeah, Jackie Robinson Day was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a great time for sports fans.
absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I guess the NFL draft is coming up too.
Yeah,
But yeah, the NBA playoffs, the play-in started yesterday, and first off, the Magic and Hawks played.
hmm
It didn't end up being a very close game. It was close for a little while. The Magic were up most of the game,
Mhm.
but the Hawks like kind of like edged their way back in, and then the Magic pulled away. And the Magic this season have been a really good defensive team, but their offense has been awful, like
Yeah.
bottom of the league awful. and they have been like super injured too
Mhm.
throughout the season. Like
For
their
sure.
top two with Paolo and Franz have been out. But usually when they're healthy, like it's Paolo go win us the game, Franz go win us the game, because they're the only ones that have really been scoring. But this
Mhm.
game, it was like the bench and all the other
Yeah,
guys
the
like
bench came
Cole
alive.
Anthony,
There you go.
Anthony Black, the two Anthonys.
Yeah.
They had really good games. Wendell Carter, after having a really bad season, not bad season, but just like mediocre.
Yeah. Underperforming season.
Yeah, he had a really good game. And so yeah, the other guys really showed out tonight, and that was the difference maker. Trey
Yeah.
Young gave it his all, but ended up getting ejected late in the game. Like
Okay.
he was just kind of
Yeah.
defeated at that point. They're
Yeah.
already being blown out. But yeah, it was a cool game. The Magic afterwards are like they're just young, like excited, gritty
Mhm.
team. So
Yeah.
they were like they're gonna be playing the Celtics, which is like they're probably gonna
They're gonna get
lose.
swept.
But they were hyped, like they were
Yeah.
excited. Like give us the Celtics, like bring them
Oh,
on.
cool.
So it's cool to see that energy,
Yeah.
even
Like
though
the
they're
Timberwolves a couple years ago.
yeah, like when they won the play.
Yeah, it looked like they won the finals.
Mhm. Patrick Beverly jumping up on the jumping up on the
Pat
stand.
Bev, man, that's my player comp.
Pat Bev's your player comp. Just a menace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. Patrick Beverly, like, because he's not even in the league at this point.
Is he not?
No,
I didn't think so.
he's overseas now. But
Okay.
Patrick Beverly, Anthony Edwards,
Yeah, man. That was pre Carl Anthony. There we go.
yeah, before he left.
Yeah, I think that was before Rudy Gobert even.
No, ooh,
I don't know.
I think Rudy was on the team.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
yeah.
But before we move on from the NBA playoffs, go ahead and give me your finals prediction.
The finals prediction.
Who are the two teams in your finals and who's winning it?
Man, well, before I get to the finals, the Warriors and Grizzlies played, and the
Mm.
Warriors. This was to play the 2 seed, my Rockets. So
Yeah.
I was very invested in
Yeah,
this
I
game.
bet.
It was a close game, and the Warriors ended up pulling away. The Grizzlies had a chance to tie it, and they got a 5-second violation.
Mm.
Like they didn't even get the ball in
That
to
sucks.
get a chance to shoot. So
Yeah, that sucks.
that was tough. I was rooting for them just
Yeah.
because would rather play the Grizzlies than the Warriors.
Yeah,
We've
for
never
sure.
beat the Warriors
Most
in the
people have
playoffs
never beat the
before.
Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, they're 4-0 against the Rockets
Oh,
in the
jeez.
playoffs. So
Time for that to change, I guess.
yeah, time to make a change. We beat them this season. I don't know how many times, if it was just once or twice, but they've got Jimmy now.
Yeah.
Playoff Jimmy
Butler.
came alive in this game. He had 38.
Oh,
Steph had
jeez.
37.
Oh,
So
jeez.
yeah, it's a little scary for
They
a
might
Rockets
go on a
fan.
little bit of a run.
Yeah,
I could
but
see them in the finals, honestly.
honestly, that'd be crazy.
I never count the Warriors out at this
Mm-mm.
point.
Definitely can't, especially since they won like semi recently when
Yeah.
they played the Celtics.
Yeah, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, finals, big picture preview.
Yeah. Finals prediction, baby.
I think the Celtics are gonna
Yeah.
get back in there for sure. Like the Cavs have been really good this season,
Yeah.
but the Celtics just have the playoff history
Mhm.
and like they've been so good. Like Tatum's made like 6 conference finals
Yeah.
like in his short career, or not. It hasn't been a short career at this point, but like he's always been on a
I
playoff
think he's
team.
made it more than he's missed it.
Yeah, absolutely, and already won a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Has all the momentum to go back to back.
For
So
sure.
I
And
think
they're
the
just a
Celtics make
loaded
it.
team. Like they're just deep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And for the West is hard.
Yeah. The West is
really
pretty
difficult.
stacked.
They've got a lot of really good teams.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the Thunder have been dominant.
Obviously, yeah, the best team in the league in the regular season.
I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be like March Madness. Just going to be the 2 top teams
You think?
go to the championship.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's turning out to be.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know who I see. I mean, if the Thunder match up with the Lakers in the second round, that could be kind of tough. Because
Yeah.
Luka's cooked the Thunder in the past.
Yeah.
And then LeBron
And
on the
LeBron's
team.
LeBron. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Thunder Celtics. Do the boring
Okay.
answer.
I mean,
But-
nothing wrong with that. It's,
What you got the Mavericks?
absolutely not.
From
I hope
10
the
seed
Mavericks
to-
get wiped out in the play-in.
Yeah.
I wish we didn't even make it. It's stupid. Kyrie's not playing. Luka's obviously on a different team.
hmm
Anyways, yeah. All right, so who do you think's winning between the Celtics and the
I'll give it to
And
the
the Thunder.
Celtics again.
Celtics again, back
Yeah.
to back?
Back to back.
There you go.
Back to back Celtics.
I'm gonna stick with the Celtics. I think they are gonna go
Mhm.
back to the finals and in pretty dominant fashion. The Cavs are good. They just haven't been in the playoffs enough. They don't have enough depth and enough experience.
Yeah.
So I think the Celtics are gonna make it, and then I really think the Lakers are gonna.
You think the Lakers?
I think a Celtics Lakers matchup is exactly what
gosh.
the NBA
Adam
wants and
Silver
needs.
would love
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And the Thunder were obviously a very good regular season team, but they usually underperform in the playoffs and have recently and have historically, really.
Yeah.
And I don't think that changes quite yet. Eventually, I bet they'll get their ring, but not yet. And I think
You think Shea's going to be MVP?
I think that Jokic. I would rather Jokic win it. I think Shea is going to win it.
Yeah.
Because historically, they favor the better record, the better team,
Mm-hmm.
the best player on the best team, and Shea is absolutely the best player on the best team.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
Shea's going to win it.
Yeah.
Obviously there's arguments for Jokic and Shea, but I think just the narrative right now is that Shea's.
Yeah.
It kind of just feels like he's already won it.
Yeah. Co-MVPs. I'm calling for co-MVPs.
Co-MVPs would be sick.
Yeah.
It'd be
First
really
time
cool.
ever.
I think in any other season, Jokic is the MVP.
Yeah.
But just because Shea's been.
I mean, yeah, he's having probably the greatest offensive season of all time. 30-point triple-double. Yeah, that's just insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to move on from the NBA, the WNBA just had their draft.
Yes, they did.
And
Go Dallas Wings, baby.
Dallas Sports is back.
It's so back.
They got their female Luca.
Yeah, we did, and we're not going to trade her.
Nope. Yeah, Paige, in case you don't know what we're talking about, Paige Bueckers is going number 1 to the Dallas Wings after she already won her national championship.
She got her natty, and she's coming to Dallas, baby.
About to bring some winning.
I sure hope so.
Winning mentality.
No longer a Mavs fan. I'm a straight Wings guy now.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta go to a game. That was bad. Gotta go to a game. Gotta. Yeah, we were looking at tickets for the Wings versus Fever game.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark versus Bueckers.
This is an expensive game.
Nosebleeds were $102.
Crazy work.
That's insane. Good, and it was in American Airlines, so it was like a lot of seats too. So
it's gonna be packed out.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
like that's honestly really cool to see, like for women's sports, because obviously it gets a bad rap. Because I mean, I can't say it's undeserving. Because as far as we've gotten, women's sports hasn't been that exciting. But with like these upcoming players like Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers, and
when Juju comes in a couple years,
it's just there's like a new wave of
for sure
of female athletes that are really exciting the sports world.
The WNBA needs to lock in and market the living crap out of Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely. I've seen Paige in a couple commercials. She's in like that New Balance one with Cooper Flag.
I see her face on Instagram every once in a while. Yeah.
So she's been marketed pretty well.
Yeah.
She signed with that I forget what it's called, but the 3v3 women's league that they do.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's already going to be like that contract for 1 year is bigger than her WNBA contract for 4 years. Which is crazy.
That's actually insane. Yeah. Angel Reese has a McDonald's.
Yeah, the McDonald's meal.
Which I don't like her very much.
No. Yeah. Well, speaking of Angel Reese, Haley Van Lith, another big college name, is going to the Chicago Sky to team up with her after they already played at LSU together.
Already got the team chemistry locked.
Yeah, and she got drafted number 11, and she's already worn 11. And she has a number 11 tattoo.
Man, it's meant to be.
Drafted. I know. So that's pretty exciting.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Another figure in women's sports, Sedona Prince.
Yeah, big story in the draft.
A lot of people don't like her very much, rightfully so, because of all of her allegations with abuse and her past relationships. She went undrafted.
Yeah.
Despite having pretty great
having
season.
Talent.
Yeah, she's a very talented basketball player, but a pretty awful person. So
yeah,
it's cool that the WNBA recognized that and didn't give her the luxury of being on a roster, like having a roster spot.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know. It's not the same with the NBA. You know, like
it's
guys
not
will
at all, dude. Anthony Edwards is low key a horrible
person. Yeah, a lot of that gets mentioned, but then it gets swept under the rug and just looked past because of how exciting these players are on the court that we look past the off this court stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Kobe kind of had rape allegations for a little while. Ron Artest just changed his name and they forgot about the Malice in the Palace.
Yeah. Even like Miles Bridges recently, he was in jail for a little while, but he's back in the league playing after he had some stuff with his girlfriend or wife or something. Kevin Porter Jr., the same thing. And the only thing that recently, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother was like gambling on himself, and he was
Oh,
like
yeah.
betting on himself to be bad.
Yeah, which is like I saw a video of him making a shot and getting like frustrated. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you got to make it a little less obvious.
It's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
not
that's
even
like
betting on yourself to
pathetic,
go
dude.
play well. Like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna bet on myself and I'm gonna go off this game.
like I mean
no.
that's kind of acceptable in my
Mhm.
eyes, but yeah,
It's crazy to put money on the fact that like I'm gonna be trash today.
yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
go out
that's
and I'm
just
gonna put up
insane.
bricks
Yeah,
and I'm gonna make money off of it. Like, you're already an NBA player. Like, you're
Mhm.
gonna be making money. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's obviously, like, he's not in the league anymore, and rightfully so. But I feel like comparatively, sports betting, like betting on yourself versus like being abusive in a relationship,
yeah,
like that should have a little more punishment.
for sure. Yeah, and do you know what Anthony Edwards did recently?
I don't think so.
He had another kid. I don't know how many kids he has at this point, but he has a lot of kids with a lot of baby mamas.
Yeah.
And he paid all the child support up front, so he basically doesn't have to deal with it anymore.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like he's cool and he's a good player. He's just not a good guy.
Yeah,
And I've heard kind of time and time again that he is in a lot of ways not a great guy.
that's fair.
How
But
many children does he have?
he's an exciting personality, exciting young player.
Yeah,
People want him to be face of the league, so they're gonna sweep all that stuff
yeah.
under the rug.
They should be held to a higher standard.
They
Or at
should
least
be.
to a standard.
Yeah, to a standard.
Like if I did that, I would lose my job or lose my
Yeah.
education or whatever.
well, if you could afford to pay
Yeah,
child
that-
support up front.
That's a good point. It's a great
Yeah.
financial decision. It's a horrible fatherly decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has 4 children with how many women do you think?
4.
4 women.
That's
Yep.
wild.
3 daughters and a son.
I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's becoming Nick Cannon of the NBA, bro.
Yeah, but it's always cool to see like the opposite of that, seeing NBA dads like,
Yeah.
involved with their kids. Like,
Yeah, that's one thing I really respect about LeBron.
yeah, absolutely. The fact that he's able to get his son to the league to
Yeah,
play on the same team
For
as him.
sure. And Jason Tatum too.
Yeah, getting to
Deuce
see
always
Deuce.
seems like a really, and Steph Curry seems like a good father. And
Yeah,
Kobe seemed like a great father. And
Mhm.
yeah.
so he definitely exists.
Yeah,
But-
not the whole NBA is not bad people by any stretch
Yeah,
of the word at all. But
for sure. Well, to move on to the last episode, we're gonna do our regular draft.
yeah,
This time we're doing scary animals.
excited about this one. The graphics on this video are gonna go crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so real. That's gonna be awesome. All right, so you want to do our coin toss?
Of course,
Our
honorary
honorary
coin
coin
toss.
toss.
You going tails again, or what you
Going
going?
tails for sure.
I love it. I
Gotta
love it.
stick with
Gotta stick with
tails.
the big guns. I'll just flip it again. There we go. We're already there.
Heck yeah.
And it is heads
Heads
again.
First pick. Dang.
Electric. I love it.
This might be a good one to have the first pick on. I can't
I-
lie.
I think it is. I think it is. I mean, I could go
I
between
think-
a couple, but I think the third pick is going to be the most valuable.
That's what I'm
pick.
saying. Not even because of the first pick, but the fact
Mhm.
that you're gonna get the third pick.
2 of the big 3.
Yeah, 2 of the
Yeah.
big 3. Yeah, when we were talking about this beforehand, we noticed a trend that there's a lot of S
Mhm.
animal names that are pretty scary.
Like the 3 scariest.
The 3 scariest
Yeah.
that come to mind start with S.
Mhm.
So, I'm wondering where he's gonna go with these.
Yeah.
but you've got the first pick.
I can go with a couple. I actually have a story about this creature.
Mm.
So I've been to Kenya because my
Mhm.
grandparents were missionaries there. So I've been to Kenya.
Yeah, the Kenya FC, the KFC in Kenya.
Oh
that you
yeah,
me
I've told you about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Kenya KFC. Yeah, but we were at a safari resort, staying in a room, and one night a monkey threw a mango through our window. We don't know how or why, but they but
Like
they
it
threw a
broke the
monkey-
window, or the window
broke
was
the window,
open?
shattered the
Oh,
window.
Dang.
Yeah, and we were like, that's really weird, but we didn't really
Mhm.
think much of it because it wasn't like a hole big enough to allow humans to go through or really
Yeah.
anything like that. But so we left, we went on a safari, we came back that night, we walked in and just everywhere spiders.
Oh,
Everywhere on our beds, on our walls, on our mosquito nets.
Yeah.
It was a horrible, horrible situation. And my sister has awful arachnophobia, so she had an absolute panic attack, and her
I
freaking
bet.
out made me freak out. And it was
Jeez.
just, and ever since then, I've really, really been afraid of spiders. But
That's valid. No, I'd
Yeah.
be terrified.
yeah, but I mean, I got to man up a little bit and kill them, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Have
Of course,
to.
yeah, I got to be a big burly man. But
Mhm.
yeah, at my number 1, I'm taking Taking spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah.
That's very fair. Yeah, any like creepy crawly in like a large capacity is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like have you seen the
Even
Indiana
Daddy
Jones
long legs
movies?
are- Yeah, dude.
When he like crawls through, I forgot, like just crawls through like a little crevice, and there's like bugs all over him, like huge bug, like just like I'm not scared of individual bugs really. Like if there's one spider, I'm chilling, but if there's a bunch of them,
Yeah, no, I don't mess with that.
absolutely not. And then crawling on me,
Have you ever like stepped on a spider and then a bunch of baby spiders just?
I've never done it, but I've seen it happen, and that's crazy.
That's the only time. Well, my mom tells the story. That is the only time that she has ever heard my dad scream. Is when he
It's a
stepped.
valid reason to scream.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so spider's number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the big three S's, I'm gonna go with snakes.
Yeah, good pick.
Probably just for because spiders are common, and I think that snakes are also not as common, obviously, but they're like you can run into them.
Snakes
like,
are just creepy,
pretty
man.
often,
Yeah,
and they are scary.
no matter how poisonous or not poisonous.
Yeah, because you can't. I mean, the average person can't tell. Like you don't know what snake's gonna be poisonous or not. And I've never been bit by a snake. I really hope I don't ever get bit by a snake. But I have a friend that did.
Oh,
my friend
really?
Luke got bit by a snake.
Yeah.
And he said he was pretty calm about it. Like he didn't even realize initially like when it happened.
Freak
And
out.
I'm like, dude, I would be going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was venomous. Like he had to get all the venom removed.
Oh, so it was a dangerous snake.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But he ended up being all right. But yeah, snakes, man.
I have
Crazy.
a snake story actually too.
Really?
Yeah, about Kenya. In that same resort.
Because I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say that in your story when you were saying there was a hole in the window. I thought you were gonna say like a snake came through.
Thankfully not. Thank the heavenly Lord above that we didn't have to deal with snakes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that same resort, in my parents' bathroom was a little baby black mamba.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, my parents were like, can we just keep it alive and put it outside because it's just a baby? And they were like, no, because baby black mambas can't handle their venom.
It's worse.
So if you get bit, you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
And like, actually in Kenya, like farmers there, if they get bit by a snake on their limb, they'll just chop their limb off so they don't die. Which is like, that's just a crazy thing to do. Just on instinct, just chop your arm off or chop your leg off.
Because it's a better alternative than death. But
I get
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've known that where baby snakes, they like don't understand how to like regulate their venom,
So
and
they
so
just
they're a
send it
lot
all-
more
yeah.
poisonous
And black mambas are like,
or venomous. Yeah, and black mamba is like one of the worst of them.
yeah, exactly.
Shout out Kobe.
Shout out Kobe. Yeah, we mentioned Kobe a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and round out the S's, I think, and I'm gonna go with a different kind of creature, not a land creature, but a sea creature. Just picture this: you're swimming in the water.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna give me a visual. Tell me to close my eyes.
You go ahead, close your eyes.
Okay.
If you're listening, close your eyes. You're swimming in the water. You're enjoying your time. Your friends are there. All of a sudden, one of them just disappears. One of your friend leaves. You see red climbing to the surface of the water.
Oh,
you hear da 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 da. All of a sudden, your leg is gone.
Oh my god.
And a shark is attacking you.
Yeah.
And so with my number 2 pick, I'm going with sharks.
Yeah, that's a good
they
one.
are creepy.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
I love shark movies though.
Yeah.
Like obviously Jaws. Have you seen like 47 Meters Down?
I haven't, but I've seen the Meg, which was not bad. Yeah.
The Meg's a cool one. But yeah, 47 Meters Down. The Shallows. There's a lot of really cool shark movies, and I mean they're not like the greatest movies, but they're just fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sharks,
low-key
man.
water, just in general, like the ocean, the
It's
open
scary.
ocean, just looking down and seeing just blue for miles. Yeah, it's low-key scary.
That's a terrifying thought. And there's a lot of things in the ocean.
Yeah, like NASA stopped exploring the ocean to go explore space.
Yeah, wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Makes you think.
Uh-huh.
Well, for my next pick, surprisingly, it's going to be another S.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think I have a guess of what it is.
I think you do. I think it's going to be, you got spiders. And so I'm going to go in the same kind of realm, same kind of arachnid feel.
There you go.
I'm going to go scorpions.
Yeah, great pick.
Scorpions are scary.
Them Johnsons are creepy.
They've got their stinger. They've got their their claws, their pinchers,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some big scorpions. Like
Yeah.
there are some scorpions like a foot long, and I've got a scorpion story. So whenever
Oh.
I was little, we had scorpions like in our house, like
Mm-hmm.
every like once a week or something. Like we'd come across a scorpion, like they'd just be around.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one time, I was playing in the yard, and then I go back inside, and I forget why, but I go into my little brother's room and he's taking a nap,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a scorpion like crawling on his bed, like
Oh,
right next to him.
jeez, dude.
And I'm like scared for him, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And so I go and get my dad, and he like kills it, picks it up with a napkin, throws it out. But it was just a scary sight to
scary.
see a scorpion crawling around.
That is scary.
And it probably wasn't that big of a scorpion, but I was little, so it looked a lot
Huge,
bigger.
yeah.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
do not rock with scorpions.
I don't blame you, man.
Definitely not. But yeah, that's gonna be my pick. So I've
Good
got
pick.
snakes and I've got scorpions.
Good pick. My next pick, I'm gonna stick in the water.
Okay.
These I just added this to my big board. I don't know why I forgot about it, but these things are just like they're scary. Like if you saw one, you'd be absolutely terrified, like bone-chillingly terrified. But they're also just like menacing. Like they are the only creatures besides humans in the entire world that play with their food.
Yeah.
And they've been known to cause some deaths in SeaWorld, and that's the killer whale, the orca whale.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't put it on my big boy. I don't know why. But
Yeah, I just
they
thought
are
about them.
terrifying.
No, they're scary,
animals.
dude.
They were kind of sick.
Yeah.
In the head, like, man, because they work in a group.
Yeah.
Like a shark is usually on its
Alone.
own, I think. Like I don't think sharks tend to travel
Yeah.
like, or at least like kill as a group.
Yeah.
But they like coordinate their attacks. Like
If you get surrounded by killer whales, you are not getting out of it.
it's wraps.
Mhm.
Like I've seen videos where like people will be on a boat and they have
Mhm.
killer whales like circling them.
Golly, dude.
And I never see how the videos end, but yeah, killer whales are just menacing,
Scary creatures.
They're smart, and yeah,
And just like the black eyes with the white body.
I
yeah,
know.
dude.
Crazy
Face to face
animals.
with a killer whale, I'd be like, oh crap. Well,
Yeah.
love you, God. See you in a minute.
All right, for my next pick, I think I'm gonna go with this is where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go with, if you're walking through a forest, like obviously just being in a forest is scary, but if you come face to face with a bear,
Yeah.
I'm terrified. And I know that there's ways to like combat certain bears. Like one, you run. The other one,
you play dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, you don't run. You play dead, or you like fight, or like try to look big.
Yeah, which is just crazy to me.
Yeah. But either way, that's like, man. And one that's not even like realistic to run into, but is also terrifying, is the polar bear.
Dude.
Like a polar bear is huge.
Yeah.
Just compared to other bears.
I've heard the phrase is actually like it's like brown play dead, black fight, or flip that or something, but white, you're cooked. Pretty much something like
white
that.
is over.
Yeah.
And if you ever like come across the babies of any of these, like it's
run.
Yeah, that's it. Like I don't know what you do. So yeah,
no, great
bears
pick.
are just, they're overwhelmingly like big and tough. And
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen the movie Cocaine Bear.
I haven't.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
heard of it.
Cocaine Bear, very silly movie, but like I would never want to run into a bear high on cocaine. It was crazy. It's based off a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, there's like, I forget. It's just some drug lord,
cartel, yeah.
but I forget who specifically. But they're
Pablo
flying,
Escobar or something like
probably
that. Yeah.
flying a plane over, I forget what state, but whatever. Flying a plane, and they dump all of the drugs out of the plane, and it lands in a forest, and
a lucky bear finds
a
it.
lucky bear strolls across it and eats a bunch of coke.
That's
and
insane.
Gets super like crazy off of it until it ODs like 10 minutes later. In the movie, it gets a little dragged out and played with. Like it's just the story concept. In real life, it ended up just dying. But for 10 minutes, that was probably the most deadly animal on the planet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know Brave, right? That movie. That movie always scared me.
It was a scary movie.
That big bear, like when they're
at the end of the movie with the bear, the big bear.
Yeah, and when they're like exploring the ruins, and you see just two eyes pop out, and then a bear comes and attacks. That's freaky.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what scared me about bear. And thankfully, there's no bears like that exist on Earth.
Yeah,
I hope.
for sure.
Hopefully, never
Fingers
see 'em
crossed.
yeah, right. But yeah, that thing.
Oh, I saw something on Instagram the other day about
Mhm.
like they call it the boss. It's a
Oh, I
big bear.
saw that too. Actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's like
20 years old or something like that, right?
and other bears like challenge it, and he's just won every single time,
That's
and he's just like
crazy.
dominant over his like area.
Yeah,
And apparently he's a player too, because he
yeah.
like
It's had a lot of
is
kids.
responsible for like the like the whole population like in
That's
the area.
crazy. That
Yeah,
is a boss. What the heck?
yeah, the
Yeah, that's crazy.
boss. I thought it was so cold, such a
Yeah.
tough name. But yeah, that's my pick is the bear.
All right, with my next pick, I'm gonna take a bit of a value pick. Going back to bugs, and I'm going to the deadliest animal or deadliest
Mm,
creature on the face of the earth. Causes the most deaths every year.
wow,
Yeah, and that's the mosquito.
really?
Yeah.
Is it because of like malaria?
I think it's because of malaria. There's not a
Okay.
lot of deaths in the United States, but in other third world countries, I've heard that
Yeah,
there's
where
a
they
lot
can't
of
handle
deaths.
with it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Thankfully, in America, we just brush them off and can just smack them away, and we're
They're
fine.
still just
But
annoying.
as the world goes, I'm getting the world on my side with this one.
Yeah. Hate mosquitoes
Yeah,
though.
things are scary.
But yeah, okay, so I've got snakes, I've got scorpions, I've got bear. You know, I'm gonna double down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with another like just large,
Mm-hmm.
like brooding, imposing animal
Yeah.
that you would not want to run into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the gorilla.
Oh, wow.
Silverback
Yeah,
gorilla.
that's good.
Obviously, they're just strong, but
Mhm.
they have teeth.
Yeah.
Like when they open their mouth, just like sharp, strong. Yeah, a
Scary
gorilla. Just I
creatures.
don't know how you're fighting it.
Yeah. Oh, man. You're not.
Like a gorilla in a full gallop, like going at you. They're
Yeah.
fast. Like
Mhm. You're
yeah,
cooked.
I don't know
Unless
who
you're
wins.
Tarzan, you're cooked.
Yeah, who wins gorilla versus bear?
That'd be a good fight to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think I'm taking bear because bear
Yeah.
has like claws.
That's true, but opposable thumbs might come in handy.
That's true.
We're gonna have to set that up.
We're gonna have
I'll
to.
buy a gorilla, you buy a bear.
I'll get
and
the
we'll-
bear. I'll lure the bear.
Yeah, we'll put that on our
I'll
Instagram
give it Coke.
Live. There you go. Give them both Coke.
Yeah.
Justice for Harambe.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the gorilla.
Okay, cool. I like it. For my last pick, you can throw a flag on this one. I'm going with mosquitoes. Were technically the second deadliest creatures on Earth.
Okay.
The deadliest creature on Earth is also the smartest. Is also has
Okay.
opposable thumbs. I'm going with just straight up humans.
For a draft of scariest animals,
Yeah.
you're gonna go humans.
I mean, they know the phrase. Would you rather in the forest see a bear or a human? Most women choose bear.
I think I'm gonna throw a flag.
Ah, okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry.
No,
it's
that's
because it's
okay.
like a draft of scary animals.
Yeah.
You know, kind of got the.
Fair enough.
But
fair
I
enough.
understand that. It's
You
a
gotta
clever
shout out
thought.
humans is scary.
Yeah, shout out humans.
We've created some crazy stuff and we've done some
Mhm.
bad things, but fair enough. All right, I am going to go. You got some big heavy hitters on your team. I got
Yeah.
Shark, but I got to get another heavy hitter. These things are scary. I've heard that they can actually like detect pulse, and so like off their
Really?
first bite, they'll just know exactly where to go, and it'll just kill you on impact.
Wow.
They're scary. They're menacing. They're big, and they're striped, and those are the tigers.
Yeah. Tigers are a good one because
Yeah.
you don't think it because they're like orange, but they're like they can camouflage. Like the
Yeah.
stripes are meant to like blend in,
Absolutely.
and yet they're stealthy. Like you don't hear a tiger
Mhm.
coming.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah. Have you heard of tigers like growl?
Yeah,
It's
they're creepy.
crazy because you know like a lion like roar,
Yeah.
but like a tiger, it's a little different and it's kind of
Mhm.
just like eerie and
Mhm.
menacing.
Yeah.
Tigers are scary
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so is this my last pick?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, for my last pick, I've got two that I'm debating,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both scary for similar but also different reasons.
Okay.
And I think one is just widely considered more scary than the other one, and so that's
Okay.
what I'm going to go with. I'm
Okay.
going to go with the alligator.
I have them on mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good pick.
I'm going to go with the gator. I was debating that or the hippo.
Yeah, I was thinking about hippo
Yeah,
myself
so
too.
I'm gonna go with the gator. Gator just sitting below the water,
Mm-hmm.
just out of sight,
They're
just
scary,
where you
dude.
can't see them, and they like they strike so quick.
Yeah, have you seen the videos of them like jumping out at animals?
Like they
So
just sit
fast.
right there at the water, and an animal comes to get water, and they just instantly like
Mm-hmm.
jump out at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then once they like have a bite on you, they do like the death roll. They
Oh,
like pull you in the
yeah.
water. They start like spinning around
And I think they
until they
have
like
the
twist your limb off.
I think they have the most powerful bite in the world.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gator for sure.
Good pick. Great pick.
I didn't really think about gator versus crocodile though. I don't know which one is
I have them
scarier.
both
Yeah.
on mine. You can just take them both. You took all the
Okay.
bears. You can take the gator creatures.
The gator creatures.
Yeah.
Bet. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good draft. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
that one.
that was fun. And I got a couple of honorable mentions. So
You do?
Yeah,
Go for it.
hippos for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hornets. Hornets
Yeah.
are scary. Or any kind of like
Just stinger,
flying,
bug.
Wasps. Yeah. Anglerfish.
Just off how
Finding
they look.
Nemo. Yeah, Finding Nemo is
Finding
scary.
Nemo.
Rats are scary.
Yeah.
Rats are scary. And then this is my irrational one. Mosquito hawks.
Mosquito hawks.
Yeah, like the big old, the things that eat mosquitoes, the bigger bugs that kind of look like flying daddy long legs.
Yeah.
So,
Really? Those are scary? for you?
to me, they're scary because they're big and they're like freaky, but they don't cause any harm and they're good for us. But there was one time I was showering, I was chilling. There was a mosquito hawk in there, and I was like, it's fine, but I don't really want it in there, so I'm just gonna spray it with water and kill it real quick.
Yeah.
So I sprayed it with water. It was fine. Nothing happened. And all of a sudden, like it was on the other stream, the other side of the stream. It just started flying at me straight through the water. And eventually I just smacked that thing and it went down the drain and died. But that was one of the scariest moments of my life, in all honesty. And,
oh my gosh.
And that is why mosquito hawks are a top
It was
tier
able
honorable mention
to
for me.
maneuver through the water.
Yeah, dude. Like a solid stream
That's crazy.
in my shower. And yeah, it was freaky. It was very freaky.
That's funny.
And the final honorable mention for me, I have a story about this one too. The reason I didn't have these on the Lions. So the reason I didn't have these on my draft was another Kenya story actually. So there was 3 lions closing in on this
male or female?
Female.
Okay.
I think males usually
They
hunt by
don't-
themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 3 female lions closing in on a little baby warthog.
Oh.
The warthog was backed against a rock. There was 3 lions closing in slowly. We were all watching this happen. This was crazy. All of a sudden, the warthog darts off straight at the lion. It jukes it out, gets past it, and the lions just give up.
That's crazy.
Like the warthog got away, and it was one of the most insane things I've seen in my entire life.
That's wild.
And because of that, I just have to. They
my
like lost
gosh.
respect in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, they're cool, but I can't just.
Yeah.
They're not as scary to me anymore. You know. Yeah.
That sounds like straight out of Lion King.
No,
or
dude, I
something.
know.
That's
Like that's how
crazy.
Pumbaa gets away from lions.
For real.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I
Getting to
know.
witness that.
Oh my gosh, it
is
was so
so
awesome.
sick.
Because there was like 10 safari cars there, and they're all like, "Go lion," because they want to see
Yeah.
death because they're horrible humans.
Mhm.
And I was like, "No, go Pumbaa,
Go Pumbaa.
go baby warthog." And the warthog actually got away, and I was like, "Yeah."
That's so crazy.
Yeah, no, I know. It was awesome. It
Dang.
was a crazy thing to see.
Yeah, the only honorable mention I had was hippos
Okay.
and lions.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really cool draft.
Yeah.
I did think about like jellyfish,
Jellyfish are scary, dude.
especially like they're clear, like you
Yeah.
can't see them when
Mhm.
you're in the water, so that's terrifying.
And they're like
then,
brainless.
yeah. Do you know stonefish?
Mm-mm.
So they basically like they look like coral or like the ocean floor, and
Yeah.
they just sit at the ocean floor, but they have like
Jeez.
barbs or like poisonous barbs. Like if you step on it,
Yeah.
like I don't know how lethal it is or how
Mhm.
lethal their venom is, but the fact that you don't notice them, anything that like is stealthy or you
Yeah.
can't see or you don't know about is
Mhm.
terrifying to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, that's a good one that I just thought of.
Yeah.
So there's this fish. It's called the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Right. All right. It's a clear fish.
Oh,
You can't see it.
jeez.
It's probably like, I don't know, it ranges in size, but it's not huge.
Yeah.
And what it does is it'll swim up your urethra.
Oh my gosh, I've heard about these.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
scary.
That would probably be the number one pick
Yeah.
on my list if I were to rethink this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called the kangaroo, and it's
Ugh.
clear. You can't see it, and it'll swim up your urethra.
That's terrifying.
And it's barbed, so you can't pull it out. So like
So
it'll
you're
be
just
in there,
cooked.
and like it goes in like straight, but then like the barbed, if you try to pull it, it's
Yeah.
gonna tear you up.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. I
that's
hate thinking about it.
terrifying,
but
dude.
ever since I became aware of it, I'm like, I am not swimming anywhere that this is potentially
absolutely not.
around. I think there's a video of this guy
Yeah, like
swimming.
smacking
Yeah,
away.
it's
I've
about to
seen
like
that.
swim at him, and he realizes what it is. He freaks out
Oh,
and
shoot,
starts
yeah.
smacking at it. So yeah, that's one of my biggest fears.
I actually have a couple
Probably
more
up there.
rumors. Yeah, piranhas.
Piranhas are a good
too,
one.
Crabs. I don't know how realistic giant squids are.
Yeah, because they're deep
Yeah,
in the ocean. So realistically, we wouldn't run into them, but it's a
Mhm.
scary thought because they can kill like whales.
they're huge. Like they're
Mhm.
kraken size. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think I have any more. Bats are kind of scary.
yeah.
Tree frogs, like the
Like
venomous,
poisonous
the
ones?
poisonous ones. Yeah.
Or venom. Yeah, venomous.
I don't know.
No,
They're the same
venom's the
thing.
right answer.
Is it venomous?
I think that
Because it's the poison dart frog. So I think it's poison. I don't know.
I learned like what the difference is.
Yeah.
Venom, I think, is anything like in a bite,
Oh, okay.
and then poison
So then it's
is
poison
outside
frogs.
of that. So it's a poison frog.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I could
Okay.
be completely wrong, but
Yeah.
because snakes are venomous,
Mm-hmm.
and like other,
So then spiders are
Anyways.
venomous.
yeah,
What are scorpions? Because is there like pincer or whatever
it's
called?
probably poison then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways,
There you
that was a
go.
cool conversation.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
have.
That was a fun draft. That might have been my favorite draft,
That-
actually.
That was my favorite draft for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you guys for listening. This was another episode of the In the Lab podcast, episode 7.
yes, sir.
We got one more, and you heard it at the beginning. You'll hear it again, and I will post it on social media. We are having Jeff freaking Bagwell on the podcast.
Yes, sir. Our one and only guest.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a big one.
Astros Hall of Famer, Astros Ring of Honor, historic baseball player, and we were having him on the pod, and that's
Absolutely.
really exciting. So tune in for that. It's going to be our best episode yet. We're going to ask him questions, pick his brain a little bit, do a trivia with him, do a draft with him, something like that.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Yeah, and we haven't had video the last 2, but we will find a way to have video for that one,
Yes,
one
sir.
way or another.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, and tune in next week.
Yes, sir. See y'all.